Start. And welcome into Rays BP Live. I'm Chris Adams-Wall, the Rays Radio pre- and post-game host, along with Rays TV's own Doug Wechter. Doug, how are you? Good to be here. Likewise, back at it here at the Matenex Sky Deck. Awesome place to watch not only batting practice, but a baseball game. But this is pretty cool. This is the first time that we've done something like this, and we're bringing our fans exclusive access to Rays batting practice.
Yeah, I think we get spoiled coming in here every day. We come into the stadium early. We're watching all these guys and how they're going about their business and BP and seeing what they do, all the tendencies and how they put their work in. But none of the fans get behind the scenes.
Right.
None of the fans get this kind of access. So this is absolutely great, getting out here and getting to show off how hard these guys are working.
And we got Junior Caminero down there taking batting practice as we speak. I think we're also going to see a little bit of Jonathan Aranda, Victor Mesa Jr., and Liam Hicks. But, Doug, you're coming off of that road trip that the Rays just had, 9-0, the first 9-0 road trip that this team has had in franchise history. What stood out to you about that run? That's unbelievable.
I mean, look, the offense, of course, you put up 30 runs in the last series. It's just incredible. They're clicking on all cylinders. Some of the guys that you're seeing now, as they're hitting and as they come through, Junior Caminero, I mean, this guy's really gotten his power game and his power stroke going this entire year. When you're watching him hit BP, I think one of the coolest things to see is the ability to get to the fastball, how quick his hands are, right? This is a guy who hits 335 on the fastball. He's got 18 bombs. But the crazy thing is he does not have a huge launch angle, right? He's more of a line drive hitter, and when he goes out there during BP, he hits line drives. And that's kind of similar approach to a lot of these guys. There's a Liam Hicks, Chandler Simpson, Jonathan Aranda. These guys try to utilize the entire field during BP and not just go out there and try to launch baseballs, which you see a lot of other guys do.
I know you were a pitcher, Doug, the best athletes on the field. We heard that a couple times during the road trip. But did you take batting practice at all? And if you didn't, what were some of your pregame routines?
We only got to take batting practice. Remember, I played when in the NL you got to hit as a pitcher.
Right.
And so when you'd go out to a different club, I was in the bullpen. The only time I was in the NL team, I was with the Marlins for a year. And when we go on the road, every once in a while the bullpen guys hit. It was almost like, here's a treat. You guys have been throwing well. You can go out there and hit. I did not work on anything except trying to swing as hard as I could and launch it to the pole side. So I was a terrible BP hitter, but I did say I got a few of them out.
Yeah, we got Jonathan Aranda hitting right now, looking like Doug Wechter back with the Marlins. Doug, you saw Jonathan, though, the whole road trip. How do you think that he was able to re-find his stroke out there in Denver?
Yeah, I think Jonathan Aranda is one of those guys that as he went to Coors Field, he was able to go out and absolutely dominate. He was, he was able to find his stroke, and it was more about Jonathan going out and just being himself. And I think when you go to Coors Field, you got to understand a lot of these hitters find their confidence out there, right? The ball spins less. It's not going to move as much as a pitcher. But then when you put it up in the air, it definitely has the ability to carry a lot further. And so, one of those things that Jonathan did exceptionally well was just to get the barrel back to the baseball. And so by doing that, he's got his stroke back, and I think he's got his approach back to where he's going back up the middle. He's utilizing the entire field, and that's what he's at his best. Here.
Much. I appreciate that, Doug. Let's also talk a little bit about Liam Hicks, a guy who just came over from the Miami Marlins. He struck out one time on the road trip, and he had the big grand slam, of course, in his first game, and he just seems to change the lineup drastically. I know that we have 3 aircraft carriers. Is it safe to say maybe we have 4 now?
Yeah, with Liam Hicks, he's one of those guys that I absolutely think he changes the lineup when he's in there. Right, you all of a sudden now, for the first time all year, you have some protection for Junior Caminero, a 23-year-old who's had to learn basically how to go out there and not expand the zone, right? And that's really tough to do at such a young age, especially as a power hitter. So now that you got a little protection for him, you're able to go out there and you know that Junior's going to have to start getting pitched to a little bit more, right? And so it's only going to increase his numbers. Liam Hicks, on the other side, he is an aircraft carrier, man. He is outstanding at what he does. And to think his offensive numbers come from a catching position. Like they like him as a catcher, so he will be behind the plate, and so he brings so many tools to the table. But one of the things I love the most about Hicks is the dude has more walks than strikeouts. Man, it's almost impossible.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, Doug and I are up here at the Matenex Sky Deck. This is a Rays BP Live, our first ever episode here on the Rays YouTube channel. Great view from up here, obviously. And during the games, this is an incredibly fun spot to be. Tickets start at just $49, and they are all-inclusive, which I know you like, Doug. And that includes a set of food menu ballpark favorites, which I think were being delivered here momentarily. So we might be able to dig in here. It also includes beer, wine, and soft drinks. And look at some of this stuff up here.
You know what? For me, I'm going to start asking to do this every day because this is how we're getting treated. This is amazing. We get to come up here and watch some BP, watch these guys, work on their strokes and get their timing down, and we get to crush some amazing looking food. We got hot dogs. The hot dogs, is that? I don't know. We got it topped off with everything. We got barbecue up here. We got nachos fully loaded.
How do you feel about mayonnaise on your hot dog?
I don't know. Is that mayonnaise?
That seems a little Icelandic to me, but I like it.
Icelandic.
Yeah,
okay.
I like it.
Well, I'd try it either way. I'm fine with it.
We're going to try all of this, right? We got pretzel stick. We got some nachos. The hot dogs, of course, popcorn. But again, if you sit up here at the Maintenance Sky Deck, tickets start at $49, and it is all-inclusive. Again, you get all this food and drinks, of course. You get the beer, your wine, and soft drinks. So pretty good spot to watch a game. And then, I mean, if Junior Caminero really gets a hold of one, you might end up with a souvenir.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see if one comes right between us on this table. It's crazy to think, and you come up here and you start seeing the vantage point from up here. It's a really cool view. First of all, it's a great spot to watch a ball game. But also, I mean, to think of some of the guys who have hit the ball up here, some of the power that we've seen in the past. Junior Caminero absolutely can put one up here, and he has. Right? He's put one off the banner before. And to think how strong these guys are and how much power they generate at the plate to be able to do that, that's incredible. Without me pitching. Last time, sometimes it happened when I threw.
That's a miracle in itself, right?
Miracle.
Twice this season, though, Dougie. The Maintenance Sky Deck serves as our space for Dog Day. And I know that we've already had one of those. We're going to have another one. But you brought your own dog, Rally, who was a part of the Rays pregame show on Rays TV.
Listen, Rally, she is 2 years old. She's a Bernedoodle. Training was not something I really took too seriously, I guess we could say. She was well-behaved enough. She was very excited to be here, and she behaved herself as she came up to the main next area. But she had a blast, man, and see the other dogs and everybody having fun up here. It was just a great day. It was a great day to celebrate. And look, it's fun to do all kinds of different things. You got 81 home games. You got a bunch of different things you can do, and the Rays team, they do such a great job of mixing things up and making it exciting for folks.
And look, if you still haven't subscribed to Rays TV, I'm not sure what you're waiting for, but you still can. It's $34.99 for the rest of the season. And for more information and to subscribe, you can visit raysbaseball.com/watch and get Doug Wechter all the time.
Yeah, thanks. I don't know if they want that, but thanks. Going back to some of the BP, I know that's why the majority of you are really focusing in and wanting to watch this. It's fun, but what I love is when you go out there and you watch, and this is what I do. I'll watch these guys and really look into their approach. Where are they trying to hit the ball? Why are they trying to go up the middle? Are they working on something? With Junior Caminero, is he working on his stance? We know he made the approach, the change in his stance early in the year, opened up a little bit so he can get to the inside corner. Victor Mesa Jr., what's he been doing? He's been going pull side. And you think about the tendencies that these guys have put up and they've done, especially over this last road trip, right? Where are they hitting? What are they doing? How are they doing it? This is where all that comes together. All the work beforehand plays out on the field. So when you're watching these guys, I like to watch and see and really dive into what they're doing and then watch to see how it plays out on the field.
And, Doug, I think we have our first ever question here on Rays BP Live from one of our viewers. So thank you very much for this question. What are two things that make Tropicana Field unique? What do you got?
Well, look, I mean, obviously you got the fact that it's always 72 degrees in here. It's beautiful. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's raining outside. It doesn't matter what the weather is. You know what kind of climate you're going to get into. As a player and as a fan, I absolutely love it. It's a controlled environment, and so it's a lot of fun to come to and a lot of fun to play. So that's one of the answers. What about you, buddy?
We got the Cownose Clubhouse also, where you can go hang out with the Stingrays over there, the Rays tank. So I want to go back to what you said, though. It never rains. You never have to worry about a rain delay. It's hot in the summer in Florida. We experienced that last season over at Steinberg Field. It didn't get a single rain out, but there's no chance you're getting a rain out here. And guys can look at their routines like batting practice, and we're seeing Junior Caminero take some more cuts right now.
No, I will say from a player's perspective, and I've talked to a bunch of guys, bunch of alumni guys, people who've gone through, the league, and guys who I went and played with, and everybody, everybody loves coming to Tropicana Field and playing here because of the reasons you were talking about. The fact that it's climate controlled, the fact that you're getting the game in, you're getting it in on time. The batter's eye actually is really something that people like here. The hitters, they actually like the batter's eye. They feel like they can pick the ball up. As a pitcher, I love pitching here. I thought the mound was perfect in the backdrop. A lot of times people don't understand the backdrop makes a big difference. If the backdrop is essentially very far away from the catcher, it makes you feel like you'll never get the ball to the plate. Here, I think it just worked out really well. So people love playing here, and I know a lot of fans love the fact that it's 72 degrees, dude. I do too. Usually I'm not sweating, but there's a lot of lights on.
Well, you had a little workout beforehand. So did I, but we're going to be just fine. Absolutely. Well, that's how we stay fit, right? As we watch Liam Hicks take some cuts now. Look, when Junior Caminero gets back up here, we're going to have to keep our head on a swivel, literally. We're on a swivel chair at the moment, but he hit the banner just a couple of weeks ago with one of his batting practice shots. But we're up here in the Maintenance Sky Deck, and I don't know if you know this, Doug, the upper deck at Tropicana Field is going to be open tomorrow on Saturday. So it's going to be a big crowd. Not only that, we have the Jordan Davis concert post-game. So the more the merrier, right? And how can you not celebrate this team entering today the best record in all of Major League Baseball?
There's a lot going on this weekend, a lot of reasons to be excited. First of all, the team is absolutely crushing it. How do you not want to just come out and watch the team? But having Jordan Davis here tomorrow, look, I know you're not a big country guy.
No, I am.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, you would look great in a cowboy hat.
My tastes have evolved, yeah.
I will say that. You would look fantastic in a cowboy hat.
I think you would, too.
Yeah.
I think we may have some of those coming our way.
Listen, I saw Nielsen in a cowboy hat just over the road trip. He looked fantastic. It was really nice. And the good thing about these, they're adjustable, right? I was wondering how you fit everyone with a cowboy hat in a stadium. You're adjustable. You make it adjustable. See, right here on the back. So you could put this on.
I love it.
And it'll fit anybody. It's fantastic.
I saw you wearing them with Neil Solondz in West Sacramento.
But you got to push it down like a cowboy, though. You know what I mean?
Am I not doing it correctly?
Yeah, no, you look fantastic, man.
There's a country ticket package, though, that you can purchase ahead of tomorrow night. And you can come watch the Rays take on the Orioles, and then post-game, Jordan Davis is coming through. We already saw Riley Green.
Yeah.
My brother texted me recently. He's in Ohio, and he's at this great concert venue. I go, who are you seeing? He goes, Riley Green. I go, that guy was just here at Tropicana Field not long ago.
Two things. First of all, I'm adjusting this to the biggest hat size possible because my head's very large, and I have a ton of product in. Secondly, there you go. See, now I'm a cowboy. Secondly, Jordan Davis is awesome, man. And I have people texting me starting about a month ago to try to hook up tickets or try to find a way to get in there. Who can they talk to buy tickets, all that stuff. And so we've definitely done that. And it's going to be a packed house, man. I know the infield, they open up the infield, you get close up to the stage. So.
I think we have another question from one of our viewers. Who are your all-time favorites to watch take batting practice during your time?
Favorites.
Or maybe post-playing career?
All-time favorites to hit batting practice. Wow. That's a really good question. I used to like watching Derek Jeter on the other side take BP because he always had the approach of going the opposite way, and he never tried to pull the ball. He just assumed that he could always get to the inside corner pitch. Going back through, trying to think of some of the guys that I played with, Carl Crawford was a lot of fun to watch at BP because he was always working on his game, right? He was always trying to do stay within himself. He wasn't trying to go deep. He wasn't trying to do anything crazy. He was just trying to do his thing, but he always tried to work on his game, and the numbers played out in a big way.
Well, I think BP is ending for the day. So we saw Junior Caminero, we saw Jonathan Aranda, Victor Mesa Jr., and Liam Hicks. I think that's going to do it for our first episode of Rays BP Live, but thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll hopefully be able to do this again very soon. For Doug Wechter, I'm Chris Adams-Wall. Enjoy the game tonight, everybody. Rays go for their 10th straight win.